Okay. Hello. I'm just setting up here, so just hang tight. All right. Who has a question? I haven't done pet readings in a long time, but I definitely can. I can try. That'll be interesting. Okay, who's coming towards me in my love life during March and April? I'm Capricorn single. All right. First, I'm going to pull a message for you. Let's see where I put these. Okay. Be so completely yourself that everyone else feels safe to be themselves too. That's the message for you. Okay, and with the tarot. Okay, I see you burdened with something. I see communication possibly coming in. Okay, so you got Star. And Page of Pentacles. Okay, so the Star talks about hope and keeping hope alive. Let me try to fix this, see if that's any better. It talks about keeping hope alive. And the Page of Pentacles, this is my card about kind of like potential. Like he's looking at that pinnacle, like, it has potential. So keep hoping that you will find somebody. Keep the hope alive. In the meantime, focus on healing and, like this said, be so completely yourself that everyone else feels safe to be themselves too. So it doesn't really say like who's coming in or if this is going to be the end all, but the message for you is to keep the hope alive. Like, don't stop. Like, don't give up on love, basically. Okay. You're welcome. Did my black cat Blackie find his twin soul? I keep on having visions and dreams that he found a girlfriend. He is a Taurus and I'm also a Taurus. So let's see what comes up for you. It's very possibly that he found a friend. I know that one of our cats found a friend who, it wasn't like a romantic friend, but basically he was an old man's cat and the old man died, so then he became a stray, and my cat just kind of like took him in and helped him find a new home. And needless to say, my cat also moved out. But okay, your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly. Okay. So your cat might like hunting birds, I hear. Cat find his twin soul. Weird dreams. Okay. So that's funny. That's hilarious. Okay. For your cat, the Hierophant came out. So it's kind of like human social constructs of love. So that's kind of what it's talking about. The Knight of Wands comes out to say, I hope your cat's fixed. He may be, tomming around, and with the Lovers that came out, he may have found somebody. So that was a cute little reading. Thank you for letting me do that for you. You never took him to the vet for that? Okay, because why I asked is the Knight of Wands is my fuckboy card. But if we're talking about a cat, that means he's out being a tom and he is having sexual relations. So if he's not fixed, he might be getting some females knocked up. And what came out in the card was sex and love. So your cat's doing the bow chicka wow wow. You might want to look into getting them fixed. Okay. Yeah, ask your questions, and whoever I feel drawn to is who I'm answering. Okay, pet. What is R thinking about me? First, I'm going to do messages. Okay, you got the same message that came out last time. Your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly. Okay. He thinks that you're independent and that you can stand on your own 2 feet. And he has pretty good feelings for you because that's indicated by the King of Cups. He may feel friendship towards you. The King of Cups says it talks about could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or he could have significant placements of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in his chart. Um, the King of Cups talked about a man who is very well in control over his ration and logic side. So he's a Sagittarius and I'm a Pisces. So he could have water in his, because the birth chart is more than the sun sign. Like we have our sun, moon, and rising in different places. So he could have a significant water placement too. But it's funny that you're a water sign. So I see a lot of independence here with the Nine of Pentacles. It's like I think of that as like the independent woman card. So this card could be come up for like friendship as well. But anyways, I'm just repeating myself. Hope that helps. I'd like to know if I'll get a job next month. Okay. Be like a postage stamp. Stick to a thing until you get there. So, this is talking about getting a job. You need to stick to something. So, stick to it and you'll get there. It's guidance for you. Are there any addictions or toxic behaviors on your part that are holding you back from getting a job right now? It could be laziness, it could be addictions, it could be um, any kind of behavior of that sort could be holding you back. And Page of Swords. I'm hearing you need to focus on your communication, like the way that you communicate. Okay, when it comes to your career, you may be someone who is intelligent, innovative, and ambitious. You have lots of energy and many ideas to put into your career. Since this card is the page, this does point to some sort of apprenticeship or new experience, meaning that you may either be in a period of training, school, or the start of a new job or career path. With your ambition, you have lots of goals, and you'll likely have some extra education or experience so that you can reach those goals. Okay, so if going back to the first card, be like a postage stamp, stick to one thing until you get there. Um, basically you have the potential to accomplish your goals, but the question is, like, are you sticking to your goals? It doesn't really say whether or not definitely yes you will get a job, yes you won't get a job, but this is more advice for you about maybe what is holding you back and blocking abundance. I hope that helps. Okay. How does Salah feel about me? Strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. You're welcome. Okay, for feelings, I'm not really seeing a lot of feelings. The King of Swords is not really a feelings type of guy. He's more in his logic and rational side. Coming up for a man or another person, this usually talks about a man, so the man in the situation. A King of Swords usually will stand in for an abusive partner. The King of Swords and the Emperor can come in for somebody who has abusive characteristics in love. The victory card is they feel like there's some kind of victory going on with you. So I don't see a lot of feelings here for you, but there's happiness about something. And if you would like a more in-depth reading, I'll put it here. Okay. Okay, Brianna. Is it over between me and Ray? Never let success get to your head, and never let failure get to your heart. Okay, so what I am seeing, is it over? I would say yes, it is over, because you have the Six of Swords here, and that talks about moving on to smoother waters ahead. I see something about money, Brianna. Maybe money is like slow to come in. I'm hearing that you need to be patient about this situation as well as finances. And I'm hearing that you need, there wasn't a lot of equal give and take in this situation. Like one person was giving more than they were receiving. Um, it could be displays of affection, it could be money, um, whatever. But it looks like things are going to get better for you, but not with this person. I would say that, yeah, it's over. Um, it's not a like harsh ending. I don't feel like, oh my God, I think it could resurface later, like if it was left alone for now. And, whatever's going on financially, um, have patience with that. I'm glad that resonated. You're welcome. All right, Hannah. Is Fabio still interested in me? All right. Don't mistake salt for sugar. If he wants to be with you, he will. It's that simple. So let's see. Is he still interested? I'd say that's some pretty good advice. Don't mistake salt for sugar. If he wants to be with you, he will. It's that simple. Okay, you're feeling heartbroken about this situation. And it's not a lot of things is it's not really going to talk about, is he still interested in you or not. I would say no, because of what just came out, and then the fact that the heartbreak card just came out. um the Queen of Pentacles, I see the Queen of Pentacles giving you advice to start focusing on your finances at this time. um and that may be a way to heal from the heartbreak, but I wouldn't sweat it over this guy. I just wouldn't even give him any of my energy. You ruminate about them a lot. I have that issue. And when I was able to focus on things other than him, then it it just gave me my sense of power back. Like, get your sense of power back from this person by, when you see those thoughts like come up, imagine that you're putting them into a container. So a thought pops up about him, put it into a container. It could be a little glass container with a lid. It could be a little box. It could be a book, whatever. Just use your imagination and put that thought into a container and then put it on a shelf. And then every time. Little trick I learned in therapy. I'm getting Cash App. I just need to like hook up my bank with it. I mean, I have it, but I just haven't hooked my bank up to it. So let's change if it works. Hey, Manju. Okay, Kimberly wants a general reading. Okay. Okay. Kimberly, you glow differently when you're actually happy. Hey, Sharmila, I'm not doing a list. I'm just picking at random, but donations skip the line. So let's see. General reading. Kimberly. I'll go ahead and take this. Okay, there have been endings of some sort and heartbreak that's jumping out at the forefront. But let's look more into the Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups to kind of see what's going on. And your affirmation card said it too. You glow when you're actually happy, and then the heartbreak card come out. So, Page of Wands advice. This is one of the cards that just always gets me. So I'm gonna do a little cheat. Don't like these. Oh, there it is. Okay. The Page of Wands advises actively seeking out learning experiences, not just school, but also jobs that build skills or life experiences that may bring valuable lessons. Be open to any and all learning experiences. In a question about career, this card could advise seeking higher education or an internship. Okay, and that kind of goes along with being the Queen of Pentacles. If you're asking about taking on a new job, the Page of Wands advises yes, this will be a feather in your cap. In some questions, this card can also advise to speak up, express yourself. If you say something, if you see something that bothers you, say something. The Page of Wands can also advise to begin taking steps to start a business or a new creative adventure. If you're feeling physically drawn to someone, the Page of Wands says go for it. So basically, you're dealing with a lot of heartbreak and sorrow right now because of some ending. And what Spirit is advising you to do is to start a creative project, whether it's finding a new place of employment, whether it's like starting a hobby at home or starting a social club or joining a social club or something, or going back to school, something creative, something that you can do. Start getting out there and starting new projects and finding your passions, basically. I'm glad that resonated. Oh, thank you. Okay, Sharmila, how is A feeling about you? Okay, you got two cards that came out. And the first one says, life is a shipwreck, but we must learn not to forget the lifeboats. And then the second one says, I am enough. What is this guy's feelings for you? Somebody is feeling burdened in this situation. Tired and burdened. When it come out. Okay. So I would give this guy some room. What I'm seeing is he's feeling tired and burdened or you are. And any feelings that he has is slow to come. Or if not that, if there's any feelings there, the cards aren't really saying he wouldn't be quick to tell you, if that makes any sense. I don't see anything particularly negative regarding feelings, but it's something. Someone's feeling really burdened in this situation, and I just hear weight. Pearl, what's your question? Okay, and if I'm drawn to you, I'll read you. Nadia, how will my creative project turn out financially the first week I make it public? Okay, Nadia. Be like a postage stamp. Stick to a thing until you get there. You may be feeling disillusioned, not seeing things clearly. You're feeling tired and worn out. The Judgment. Okay, so they're not giving the answer on exactly how this project will turn out, but basically the guidance is you need to start taking care of yourself, and you're stressed out, and maybe you need to start doing some stress relief practices is what I'm hearing for you. You need some calm time, some self-care time, and don't worry so much about how the project's going to turn out financially. Try to find time that you could get away from that worry. That's what's coming up in the cards. Cancerian Queen. Life is a shipwreck, but we must learn not to forget the lifeboats. The Chariot. The things are set in motion. Okay. What's showing up for you is there has been conflict of some sort, and you're feeling like tired. You're feeling tired and drained, and just kind of like you're standing on your last two legs. That's what's coming out for you, is feeling really tired and sick of conflict. I'm not sure how the Chariot ties into that, um, but so it's about love. Yeah, darn it, I did not mean to close out of that. Basically, what I'm seeing for you is advice that you need to step away from the conflict and start taking care of yourself, because like I see nothing but stress in these cards, and it's like with this, life is a shipwreck, but we must learn not to forget the lifeboats. Like, it's time for you to get on a lifeboat right now, okay, and get away from the shipwreck, if that makes any sense. I hope that helps. sort of, may I have a message? Don't let negative thoughts have power over your happiness. Yeah, Nadia, just rewind and watch it again. Okay, you may be feeling left out in the cold right now. And you may be feeling tired. It's like you've been fighting really long and hard on something, and you're on your last two legs. But whatever it is that's making you feel left out in the cold and just completely like defenseless, don't worry, because victory is near. Good things are coming, Sarav. So just be patient. Just hang in there is what I'm hearing. Hang in there. Things are about to get better. You're welcome. All right, Jessica. Okay, Jessica, don't mistake salt for sugar. If he wants to be with you, he will. It's that simple. And that came out for somebody else as well. I'm hearing that people could be talking about you to this person, maybe saying some not so nice things. Chariot comes up. So things could be set in motion somehow. I hate when they don't talk. Okay. He never sees you. Does he know who you are? I'm hearing, if anything, something, because the Page of Swords can come out sometimes when people are talking about somebody. So he could have heard about you from somebody else. Okay, the Chariot and the Hierophant. The Hierophant talks about somebody who is from like a different social class as us, or like a different religion, a different culture, different skin color. There's some kind of difference is between you and this person. And the Chariot talks about things set in motion. I'm hearing driving. Something about driving. I don't know. Let's see what else the Chariot could say. Now is the time to take the wheel and make sure you have a clear understanding of what you're looking for in love and romance. Once you know what your destination, the Chariot love meaning urges you to take action. When you take control of your love life, you're very likely to see rewards. Confidence, courage, and drive will lead to success. As you move towards your goals, the Chariot tarot love meaning, however, can also indicate need to balance two urges, represented by the two horses in the card. They may pull you in different directions, but steering a clear path ahead means reading each one in so you stay on the right path. This card can sometimes bring questions of whether the choices that you have made so far are balanced. Is your relationship suffering because of long hours at work? Are you so focused on your relationship that you have sacrificed too much of your individuality for it? The Chariot asks us to take our lives back into our own hands again and steer with determination. So, yeah, I'm hearing, why don't you talk to him? Like, why don't you just talk to this person? Okay, if he's not talking about you, like maybe somebody, like, do you not know him at all? Like, does he not even know who you are? Because you're asking like what's going to go on between me and my crush, but then you're telling me he doesn't know you from Adam. Well, I mean, there's your answer right there. If he doesn't know you, why don't you talk to him and get him to know you? Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. Like, how are you going to seriously ask a question like, what's going to happen between me and this person? And so it's like, I'm trying to read, and then you're like, oh, well, he doesn't know me. How could that be? Because he doesn't know me. Well, why are you asking the question then? If he doesn't know you, he doesn't know you, and nothing's going to happen. Like, does he know of you? Do you see each other like at work or school, or does he just not even know that you exist? Because if he doesn't know you exist, then maybe nobody's been talking about you. Let's see. We could look for another interpretation of the Page of Swords. No. Okay. As a person, the Page of Swords tarot love meaning means reflects a curious intellectual whose flighty, nervous energy may broader on being anxious. In relationships, however, they may be scared of emotional confrontations and can likely be completely avoided if they're faced with them. As an emotional state for equality, the Page of Swords tarot in a love meaning can signal a relationship that is more cerebral, whereas lovers are more likely to love heady discussions. See, that's where it talks about, because the card talks about like heated discussions, and sometimes can come up when people are talking about each other. Okay, one partner can also feel that their emotional needs are not being met, which, if you haven't made yourself known to this person, your emotional needs can't be met. Sometimes it could also signal smaller petty disputes with your partner, which can turn into bigger conflicts, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, the best advice is let yourself be known. You want another reading, Kimberly? Yeah, I'm doing whoever I'm drawn to. So drop your question, and if I'm drawn to you, I'll read you. And Kimberly, do you have another question? How does C feel about you? Okay. Okay, stop trying to change someone who doesn't see past their own desires. Okay, this is a bit of a conflicting message. It talks about there's hope in this situation, but this could also say that healing needs to be done. The Eight of Cups talks about the person moving away. So how do they feel? They feel like moving away or ending it. And let's see. Page of Wands. See some advice. Okay, Three of Swords. Nine of Swords. The Fool. Okay, so the advice for you is, you're heartbroken, you're feeling a lot of anxiety over this, and you need a new beginning. You need to completely walk away from this guy. You need to accept being single for the time being, and you really need to go within, and you really need to heal internally, from the hurt and the anxiety and the feeling like you're not good enough and feeling like, why can't I find love? I'm hearing that it would be good to talk to somebody, that there's no shame in looking for help and talking to somebody. But once you get past this heartache of over love and over this guy, there is new beginnings for you. You can start a whole new life and do whatever you want. But you can't if your focus is only on wanting this guy. Okay, yeah. I'm feeling this guy may be defensive right now. Let's see what else comes up for you in the messages here. Okay, these two want to come out. In the end, we only regret the chances that we didn't take and think positive. So, the advice for you is, what kind of things in life do you want to do that you've never done? Like, while you're focusing on this guy, like, you're missing so many opportunities to do other things in life. And, you may regret that later on in life. You may look back at today and be like, wow, like, my mind was just on this guy and I didn't even see like the possibilities that I had in front of me. Like, I let my life waste away while I was concerned with this guy instead of living my life and enjoying it. And your thoughts may be really negative right now. So you need to look at your thinking patterns. You need to catch yourself like having negative thoughts, and you need to start combating them and turning them into positive thoughts. Because the more we are positive, the more we attract positive experiences into our lives. I hope that helped. And I'm going to end it there for now, just because it is dinner time. But I may be back on later. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And that way you'll be notified when I get back on. Okay. Everybody have a wonderful evening. And thank you for coming in.